Well, it's 4:25 in the morning, and I know it's really late, but I think I can get this recording in. Otherwise, I can't sleep. I gotta do this. I gotta do this review. I gotta do this.
Oh, please. You want to sleep as much as I do because I'm really exhausted right now.
Who are you?
I think I'm the insane part of your brain. At least that's what it said on the ID card, which I don't have on me right now because I threw it away. My point is, yeah, you should go to sleep. I think you should go to sleep. I think you should go to sleep right now.
I mean, I can film this review. I got this. I got this. I got this. I'm just. This is caffeine. This is just the caffeine.
Caffeine hallucinated dream. Going once. Going twice. I'm really rolling up some numbers over here. No bets? No? Really? No one? Okay, fine.
You know, you guys are just serving a purpose for a review intro, right? Like, yeah.
So, I'm here because of an intro to some video? Then what about that guy?
I don't even care. Seriously, you guys suck. Just go away. Why are they wearing spectacles? Gerald's Game is directed by Mike Flanagan, who's directed Hush as well as Ouija Origin of Evil, and this is the fourth Stephen King adaptation that I know of this year that is getting a live action making. And we've had The Dark Tower, which I didn't review, but I should tell you my opinion on it. It's okay. It's fine. As a book to movie, it sucks. But as a movie itself, nah. This is about a couple that is going on this great romantic retreat. The couple, played by Carla Gugino and Bruce Greenwood, arrive at this destination and everything is going really, really well. And the husband, Gerald, comes up with a kinky game to try and spice up the sex life with his wife, Jessie. However, things go crazily wrong and Gerald has a stroke and dies. And so Jessie is now handcuffed to the bedpost and she has no idea how to get out of there. And time is going by really quickly and she's running out of ways to survive in some way or the other. And it may look like death is coming to collect. I just finished watching this film and I love this film. I really enjoyed this movie. I have not read the book. Full disclosure, I have not read the book. I'm going to judge this as a movie. As a movie, I think it's a really tense, a really well done film. And there's a lot to like in this movie. Starting with the fact that this is such a tensely made film. Mike Flanagan has directed Hush before, as you all know, and that's a film that also constantly builds and builds and builds, and it's a very well done thriller. Ouija Origin of Evil is also the same way. It's a very well done film that constantly builds, and you're constantly invested in what's going on. In this film, from the start to finish, you're constantly in this tense mode of figuring out how Jesse's gonna get out of these cuffs and how she's going to survive while there's even a dog that is slowly making its way to her. And all of this combines to make a really, really tension-filled film, which had me really shivering at points. There are moments in this film which are flat out scary and very creepily done. The performances also, all of them, which are essentially just the two actors, are fantastic. Carla Gugino is carrying most of this film, and she is incredible in this film. Her performance is so well done. There are moments where she completely convinces you that this is happening right now. There's a scene in particular coming to the end, which is just that's great acting. And while he does die in the film, Gerald is a projection of Jesse's mind, and he is there throughout the entire film. And Bruce Greenwood is gleefully creepy in this movie. He comes in on set and you can tell this guy was just ready to creep you out with just words, because there are scenes in this film where you'll give a certain monologue and it's just one of the most unsettling things ever. Especially at one point in time in the second act, he gives this entire monologue of what could happen to Jesse, and it's scary. It's actually a scary, scary monologue, and it genuinely terrifies you at one point. So props to actually giving that kind of a performance. This film was also shot beautifully and it looks gorgeous. There's some great use of color. There's a great use of red at points where it's for scenes regarding certain things that happened in Jesse's life. The way red is used is quite spectacular, I think, and it made the film look really, really interesting. The production design is very small, and I like the fact that it's isolated as much as possible. A lot of it takes place within rooms, and I like the fact that there is limitations to every single thing in this movie. It's not like, okay, you have this, you have access to this. No, she is very much so in this one location the entire film, and it is superbly handled. There's also nice motifs of red at points. I forgot to mention that. You'll know it when you see it, but really well done stuff. The way score is used in this film is also really great because it's very minimal. There's just some rumbling effects here and there which are used for the score. They're very few and they're very far apart from each other, but when they're used, they're very effective and they're very, again, tension filled and make the film quite creepy at points. It's only the end of the film where they use a bit more score than all the other stuff that preceded it. But before that, the way music is used in this film is wonderful. There's even a song they use at points to connect something here and there, which I thought was an interesting use of that song because I heard that song somewhere else this year in another movie. And yeah, now I have to think of the song in completely different ways. And the dialogue, again, so crisp, so wonderfully written, and you can tell this is Stephen King's writing. It's just wonderfully executed from start to finish. You are constantly on the hook of every single word that is being said in this film from either the projections or from Jessie herself. It's just constantly building. And the way even the dog is used in this film, there's a dog, was creepy, really creepy, and her visions were also gleefully terrifying. As for flaws, I would say the last 10 minutes or so of the film kind of lessened the impact of what we see preceding it. It's just my opinion on it. I don't know if that's what King was going for, the way he resolved certain things. I just feel like there could have been a little more before we got to that point. I get what he's trying to do, and I think it's fine. The message itself is fine. I just personally thought that it was a negation in terms of the horror aspect and the thrill aspect that was provided earlier. That's my only flaw. It just doesn't quite stick the landing the way I wanted it to. The rest of the film, though, fantastic performances, great direction, wonderfully written, great tension and great suspense, and a wonderful way of filming this film. It's just every single other thing in this film, except for those last few minutes, were spot on. I absolutely loved every single thing about this film. I'm gonna give Gerald's Game a 9 out of 10. Guys, thank you so much as always for watching. I know I filmed this review a little late, but I hope you liked the intro. It was a fun thing to do. I figured I would go a little crazy with some over-the-top stuff every now and then. It's a ton of fun to do. You guys are the best. Please do subscribe if you haven't yet. Click that red button down over there, and please do help be part of the cinematic universe. You know you want to. You know you want to. You guys are the best. Thank you as always. And if you like this, well, do hit that red button, and I'll see you guys at the movies.